Tonight, with a halfway house, we're going to be talking about this busy world that we live in, the pressures and demands and the expectations and the treadmill that we're all on that just seems sometimes to be overwhelming. The tasks that we have to do every day, the busy work. And in the book of Haggai, in chapter 1, after the Jews returned to Jerusalem to rebuild the temple that had been destroyed by the Babylonians, which was the symbol of God, Haggai warned the people to give careful thought to their ways. He said, "You've planted much, but you've harvested little. You eat, but you never have enough. You drink, but you never have your fill. You put on clothes, but you're never warm. You earn wages only to put them in a purse with holes in it." I can relate with that. I can relate with Haggai's words, because it seems sometimes that we get so overcome by events and the pressures of the urgent that we lose sight of the truly important. We see it in the church, being involved in prison ministry, where they talk a lot about restoration and love and second chances, and they love to preach sermons about the God of second chances. And some of these folks, they drive big, nice cars, they own businesses, and they come to church and they huddle up and pray, and it's a beautiful thing. It feels great, and then they go back to their businesses, and when they get an application of something with somebody who has a felony, they put a black mark by their name, and it goes in the do not hire file. And I understand past performance is a good indicator of future performance, but if we're really going to read the book and believe the book and apply the book to our lives, this is an important value. The book of Job was all about suffering and loss and restoration. So I think that's an important part of everyone's life. I think everyone's experienced some sort of loss, and if you've looked, you can see God working in your life to restore it. Haggai warned the people that they were spending too much time building their houses. They went back. The main thing was to go back and to rebuild the temple. And they went back and immediately set out to build their own houses back. And they got distracted, and they were overcome with the busy work. And I guess the flower arrangements and, what kind of fencing they wanted, and, whether they wanted cable or direct TV. And they got involved in the minutia. So if you believe that everybody has a purpose, and you believe that God has a purpose for you, then you should also believe that all of these things, all of these activities that we get overcome with, we get bogged down in, that take time away from the truly important. And by the truly important, I mean your family, your children, your relationship with God, your application of what you hear in church, and not just the time that you spend there. We have to take time to get to know the God that comes to live in us when we accept the Holy Spirit. And to do that usually has a lot to do with caring for other people, the poor, the sick, the less fortunate, people who may just be down, people who are lonely, the people who have lost hope. I think those are the people that God calls us all to minister to. This is my belief. And I think we would do a good job in recognizing where our true mission field is. Finding our mission field is important. My wife told me many years ago, and continues to tell me, that my mission field begins at home. And I think that's true for the head of every household. And so you have to ask yourself, we have to ask ourselves, where is our mission field? What is it that we value above all things? Is it the God of the universe and a relationship with Him and finding out what He wants us to do? Or is it selfish pursuits? Having a house with everything in perfect place, having a house paid off, having a new car, having a car with big rims, having nice clothes, having the appearance of having it all together, when inwardly we don't have it all together. And the secret is nobody has it all together. So when we take time to get to know the God that lives in us, we can take the time to do the things that are in alignment with our values, which hopefully, are His values.